Hey guys, welcome back to Busted to Build. I'm Kurt. Today we're getting on the mud truck. The next mud truck. So this is 2004 chassis, 2500 HD, extended cab short bed. So my brother got this whole truck. He's got a whole nother outfit that he's building. He's got a Suburban he's putting together that he wanted a 6-liter 4L80 for. I wanted a good heavy frame. I'm a fan of the HD frame, so we got an HD frame here. He's going to take the rear axle yet on it, so I've got it just so that way it's a roller, but we're going to probably put some Super Duty axles under this. I've actually already got one ordered from the junkyard for the front. I got a Dana 60 for it, and so they had a pretty good price on that. Let's go pick it up, and that'll be the start of this outfit, but this will be the bones. And fresh from the salvage yard, there's our axle out of a 02 F350, 410 ring and pinion. Michigan crusty outfit, but that's gonna be plenty strong to do what I need to do. So we're gonna get this thing offloaded and find a way to mount that under my 2B mud truck. This is where we're at right now. I'm getting this frame stripped down. I got all my brother's parts off of it. He took the rear axle, the front diff, CV axles, gearbox, so all that's gone now. Oh, and the fuel tank. So, but anyways, so I got the front end getting torched off of her now, and then I'm going to try and get as much as I can off. Probably pull this out and power wash as much of this scale and dirt off as I can, and then try to come back in here and get to the drawing board of how I'm going to put this axle underneath the front of this. So I am going to lengthen the wheelbase of this thing, I think, and put that front axle up quite a bit more than it was, so it'll be like up in there. Rear's a little crispus, that's alright, but this axle here, I just pulled the cover off so I could get a look inside, and gears look good and everything, but I'm just going to pull it apart so that way any of the welding and stuff that I do on it, at least it'll be worthwhile and won't be a whole bunch of oil in there. But getting excited, so don't ever get to actually get the parts I want to put into an outfit. I always just use what I have, so this will be the first time that I'm actually getting to put some heavy duty stuff into my mud truck, and it's going to be pretty exciting. So anyways, thanks for sticking around, and let's get back to it. And here on the next phase of the project, got the engine powertrain donor here, 99 Chevy. I did make a video about this a few years back, about how I just bought it for a engine donor here, or basically just the truck, so I have all the parts for a powertrain swap. So we got 5.3 4L60 transfer case. I'm not going to use it. It's in this. We're going to go to an older style floor shift, but this is gonna be the meat and taters of what we want. And then otherwise we're gonna get the rest of this truck all tore apart so I can get it gone, scrapped. I'm trying to clean some crap out, so let's get this dilapidated thing tore apart so that way we got some go fast goodies. It's been an impressive 24 hours here. Yesterday afternoon I got this cab off, loaded it on my truck, took her off to the scrap. So got that gone. It's Friday afternoon. They're not open here during the weekend. So anyways, didn't want that on the back of my truck all week. So off it went. And so I ended up getting $100 for that. It's more than I thought it was going to be worth. So that was pretty cool. But anyways, now we're back at this again today. Going to try and get this motor here yanked out and the rest of my goodies off of this truck so this can go back to the scrap on Monday. But then Amazon did show up. I got some joints in. So there's my Heim joints there. They're going to be for my front, my 3-link I'm going to do for this outfit. It's supposed to be 1.25" Heim there. And so pretty good size. Got the box of those, left and right hand threaders. And then knew I was going to end up needing some wheels. Got on Marketplace. And so picked up some wheels there, some 20-inch wheels with some 35s that are blah, but at least I can roll it around for now. So got that going for whenever I get the axle here in my frame, which is outside now. And then otherwise I've got a Sterling rear to match that axle ordered, and that's supposed to be in on Monday too. So then I'll be able to hopefully get a rolling frame. But anyways, I still got plenty of work to do. It's not a huge bummer. I got to get this thing here dismantled out of here and then maybe get my frame back in so we can start working on that. But picking away at her, so let's get going. so now we got frame all loaded up here. Everything's ready to go back to the salvage on Monday. So this is out of the way now. One less thing to deal with. Let's get back in the shop. And my next outfit's going to be cleaning this axle up. So I'm going to try and scale a lot of this crap off. We're going to cut these brackets off and get this thing ready to go so we can get our mounts on it and links. And after that, we'll get the frame back in, clean that up, get rock and rolling on actually building something instead of just tearing everything apart. But anyways, got to do it. And here we got some work done. I got my brackets cleaned off the passenger side here and got this link here made so I can work my steering. Just trying to figure out how much clearance I have over here for my link. So my link I'm probably going to run at an angle. I want to have it so that way it doesn't matter at all what tire size I run. This link's going to be parallel at max steer to my tires, so I can go an infinite size and tire without ever having to worry about hitting this link. So it's going to be the idea on both sides, hopefully, anyways. And then this side, I've got it marked out. I'm going to cut this housing off, this tube right here on this line the whole way around, so that way I have room to make my mounts and weld them to the tube and not have to weld them to the center section. So anyways, going to cut this line right here. It's about 2 inches right there and should be in good shape. Here's my plug weld for that tube, is right there, right there, right there, over on this side, right there, and right here. So anyways, we should be good strength wise to cut that off. I've seen it done on a couple other channels where they cut the center section just a little bit, so that's what I'm going to try and see how those results fare. But otherwise it's coming together nicely here, so we'll get that cut and then should be done on the axle, other than trying to clean it up some more, just get all the rust off of it. But try and get that cut and see what kind of damage I can do on that. Made some more headway getting started on my truss now. I got this housing all cleaned up pretty good. Top side of the third member here where I might be welding to, and otherwise got the tubes all cleaned up, and then got this truss here kind of makeshifted as far as that'll be the the shape of it, what have you. And then we're gonna get some webbing in here, fill that all in, give somewhere nice for my top link to sit, and yeah, just part of the process. So anyways, got these kind of radiused out here. I'll be able to weld in there, and then ideally be able to weld on this, and then we'll fill all this webbing in and try and weld on that. So we'll see how that all goes, but she's starting to take shape there. A little bit less like a Super Duty and more like a Kurt Duty. Now we're about ready to throw in our first piece of webbing here. I got that all cut out, so just use a piece of flat stock there. Some 4.5-inch flat stock, fit right in there nice. And then I went ahead and just made my little design with the little triangles and the little circles and all that stuff. So anyways, that way there's some room for the mud and crap to get out of there. And then I'll have to make one for the back side. The back side I probably won't make as intricate, but anyway, that's where we're at. Gotta get that burned in, and then that's what that's gonna look like. Alright guys, so this is where I'm gonna wrap it up for this one. So I've got my truss started and getting the axles going and all that, but ran out of time here this weekend, and so I got work in here for next week already, or for Monday tomorrow. So, but I'm very happy with how this is all turned out. So this is just some Schedule 40 pipe here I've got, just so I can actually tie these two together until I get some DOM so I can actually make this link. But get this truss on here, and from there I'll be able to get my mounts on for the 3-link and try to stuff this thing under the truck at some point. I'm very happy with these welds right here. So everybody says that you want to preheat this. This is ductile nodular iron from what I understand, so very scientific. But I cranked the old heat up on the Vulcan, and she took it the whole way around. I don't see any cracks in this weld anywhere. It's not the prettiest, but it's definitely doing the job. So I'm happy with all that. Say that one right there again looks good. So very, very happy with all that. So it looks like this is all going to work out pretty slick, and just got to keep with it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and watching, following along. I'm going to try and keep out the content. I got to get this mud truck going. I miss having a mud truck to just beat on. So anyways, so thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. And since I'm getting everything gone, taken care of, the scrapyard, I'm in the mood. I'm going to go ahead and just dismantle the old mud truck too. Let's get that thing going. I'm going to take all the parts I want off of it, and then the rest of it can go. Just going to save the axles and basically the transfer case, and that's all I care about on that truck. So anyways, let's get that gone too. got the mud truck loaded up here. What's left of it. So this is the parts I'm salvaging. Want to keep the hood, the grill, just keepsake, hang on the wall or whatever. Same with the hood. Spare tire. I got my 2 front tires, 2 rear tires, front and rear axle. Gonna keep the tailgate too, and also gonna keep the motor for no good reason at all. But using my new flatbed here to take some of it in. I love this truck. Hasn't seen any time on the channel, but she's a babe. Rado loves her too. Loves it. So anyway, we're gonna get this taken off to the scrapyard here, see if we can reclaim some of our dollars that we put into it over the years, and hopefully make out all right. But anyways, wasn't a whole lot left of her. I think most of the weight I've got here is just in mud, so hopefully they don't dock me for it. But we'll head out and see what she's worth. Oh shit! Oh, I wish I had my camcorder with zoom. What I've done on that, broke my C clean off the axle.